7 TV. For the viewer and the advertiser, it just makes sense. We watch trending. Hot 7 TV. Catch us on channel 117 Flow, channel 7 Plug and Play, or our website www.caribbeanhot7tv.com and our popular Hot FM app.
To advertise on Hot 7 TV, call us at 452-6040 or email us at hot7@caribbeanhottv.com. A fantastic package awaits you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
A novella elsewhere, no right-turn Corinth traffic sign sparks political backlash as the Ministry of Infrastructure provides some form of reasoning for the restriction. Police has made a major breakthrough in ongoing Creators Alliance fraud scheme with the arrest and charging of a key player. And after days without water, some communities see supply return.
This is the Hot 7 Night News.
Bonsoir, aujourd'hui à jeudi 10 octobre 2025, moi c'est Daniela Edwin. Bienvenue pour nouvelle nuit station Hot 7. Qui ka suivre nous à sur le channel 117, station Hot FM et puis Kiss FM, l'app mobile Caribbean Hot FM, page Facebook Caribbean Hot 7 TV, aussi à la YouTube Caribbean Hot 7 TV. Et puis pas oublier ces moun-là qui ka servi antenne plug and play Hot 7. Merci pour choisir nous. We begin tonight's broadcast with a major development in one of the island's most talked about financial investigations. Jasmine Duncan tells us more.
There has been a breakthrough in the ongoing Creators Alliance investigation, a months-long probe into what authorities has described as an unregulated online Ponzi scheme. This update, delivered by Press Officer Zaid Romulus in the Royal St. Lucia Police Forces news broadcast, posit that 52-year-old Electra Fernand of Vidbutai Castries has been formally arrested and charged in connection with the scheme, which is alleged to have duped over 100 people.
The investigation escalated on Monday, September 29, 2025, when Electra Fernand was arrested on suspicion of operating the illicit scheme. Detectives revealed that 118 people had deposited money into her account, but only 35 received returns from Creators Alliance. Fernand has since been formally charged with operating a virtual asset business without a license. She was granted bail in the sum of $7,000 cash or suitable surety and is scheduled to appear in court on November 12, 2025 for case management.
In light of this development, the public is once again being urged to exercise caution when investing online. Law enforcement warns that schemes promising quick financial gains with little risk are often too good to be true and can lead to devastating financial losses. Meanwhile, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force is strengthening its alliance with the Financial Intelligence Authority.
Royal St. Lucia Police Force Senior Command recently met with the Director of the Financial Intelligence Authority. The meeting decided a renewed commitment to work more closely together to aggressively pursue proceeds of crime matters against people in conflict with the law. A decision was also taken to review and make recommendations to amend key provisions of the Proceeds of Crime Act to allow for the more efficient use of the civil recovery provisions. I have also held discussions with the Director of the Financial Intelligence Authority to advance plans for the law enforcement agencies to further improve the national intelligence picture and pursue joint operations and investigations.
Under Section 126 of the Consumer Protection Act, participating in pyramid selling schemes is a criminal offense punishable by fines of up to $5,000 or 2 years in prison. The police force maintains that the goal is to take the profit out of crime and to hold accountable those who prey on vulnerable citizens under the guise of opportunity. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Repairs to a critical water transmission line supplying St. Lucia's northern communities have been completed, bringing partial relief to residents. This update, along with water access in some communities, was well received by residents, many of whom had grown increasingly frustrated by the prolonged disruptions.
The Water and Sewage Company, Inc., WASCO, has announced the early completion of urgent repairs to a damaged raw water transmission line supplying the Northern Distribution Network, which stretches from Millet to Cap Estate. In a consumer update issued on October 1st, WASCO confirmed that the repairs were successfully completed and that restoration of water supply will occur in phases. The company also advised that customers in higher elevations and at the ends of the network may still experience delays as the system gradually recharges. Originally, the repair work was expected to take 48 hours, but crews were able to complete it earlier than planned, a much-needed relief for affected residents. However, the announcement comes amid growing public frustration. Several communities within the northern region have reportedly been without consistent water supply for weeks, prompting widespread complaint and criticism from both residents and local stakeholders. Social media has been flooded with videos and comments from angry consumers demanding urgent and lasting solutions to WASCO's ongoing distribution issues. Residents in areas like Rosalie, Babonneau, and Cap Estate have particularly voiced concerns about the lack of communication, lengthy dry spells, and the impact on schools, businesses, and households. WASCO has urged patience as it works to fully restore the network and has reminded consumers that delays are still possible in higher altitude or remote areas. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Controversy is mounting over new traffic restrictions along the Julian R. Hunt Highway. No right turn signs at the Corinth Back Road intersection are stirring frustration among drivers, and now a political candidate is adding fuel to the fire. UWP-endorsed hopeful for Rosalie, Marcella Johnson, is calling the move senseless and demanding cabinet action.
The Hiranora International Airport was transformed into a stage of celebration as officials, fans, and junior athletes gathered to welcome Julian Alfred back to St. Lucia. She was greeted by Minister for Sports, the Honorable Kenson Kazemi, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Gibeon Ferdinand, and other dignitaries. Minister of Sports Kenson Kazemi noted that the government and people of St. Lucia are eternally proud of Alfred's accomplishments, which she achieved in the wake of injury.
Julian Alfred, welcome home. We are eternally proud of you. I think we should give her a round of applause for all what she's done for St. Lucia. I think on many occasions, we as St. Lucians, sometimes we do not get the opportunity to sit back and actually internalize when greatness occurs. Because even in a bronze medal, there is so much greatness to that accomplishment. Considering, and I don't think many have experienced, a discomfort, an injury during warm-up before one of the biggest finals of your career.
Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Gibeon Ferdinand, praised Alfred's grace and class on and off the track, calling her a shining example of what it means to be a St. Lucian icon.
The circumstances. And so I want to say to Julian that we really admire her tenacity. We understand the value of what she's doing for our country and for our young people. Juju, I want to commend you for the grace and the class that you carry our national flag with. You know, sometimes athletes, great athletes, they do well on the tracks and on the field of play, but off the tracks, in their personal lives, in the way they interact with people, the way they carry themselves, that is just as important. And I think you have really put St. Lucia's image out there. You are a perfect example of what the ideal Caribbean person and the ideal St. Lucian star should be.
Officials from the St. Lucia Olympic Committee and the St. Lucia Tourism Authority also offered congratulatory remarks, emphasizing Alfred's role both as an athlete and a tourism ambassador for the island. Alfred noted that she was eternally grateful for the season that she had, though she had greater expectations.
As I reminisce and think about the season, that I had this season, even though it didn't end the way I wanted to, I think I'm very proud to bring home a bronze medal.
Alfred's welcome home was more than a medal celebration. It was a national moment of pride, cementing her status as St. Lucia's Spring Queen. Alfred will continue her ambassadorial role in upcoming international events, including the World Travel Awards Gala in November. For the Hot 7 TV News, I am Alvin Alexander.
St. Lucia rolled out the red carpet today for Sprint Queen Julian Alfred, who returned home fresh from a historic bronze medal run at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo.
Motorists traveling along the Julian R. Hunt Highway were met with the new traffic restrictions this week, as no right turn signs were erected at the Corinth Back Road intersection. The signs installed on Wednesday, October 1st, have stirred debate among commuters and residents alike. According to the Ministry of Infrastructure, the purpose of the sign is to relieve congestion ahead of the Sir Julian R. Hunt Highway reconstruction project. Among the critiques is United Workers' Party-endorsed candidate for Grosley, Marcella Johnson, who blasted the move as senseless. Johnson adding her voice to a growing wave of public frustration.
This sign is asking commuters coming from Castries to return to Castries. And like we know that many persons use this road. This road serves many arteries into the north of the island. It's a main road to ease the traffic congestion, the nightmare of the traffic congestion in the north. And to ask persons to turn, no right turn, and to turn left, heading back into Castries, that is a nightmare in itself.
She went on to underscore that the matter lies squarely at the feet of the cabinet, insisting that decisive action must be taken to address what she described as a deeply troubling decision.
A cabinet decision of which he's a minister in the cabinet of ministers. He would have to know something like this. This is his constituency, impacting his voters. He has a duty of care to serve the residents, and something like this should be addressed by the MP or the representative for Grosley, and it is not being addressed.
Johnson is appealing to the current MP of Grosley, Kenson Casimir, to take down the signs. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
Novella Kai continue Italian P, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines launch historic free movement pact. St. Lucia not yet ready to be included. And the former cop turned politician, Calix Xavier, slams the government over police neglect. Ukakute Novella Nuit Stasio Hot 7, Nukawi to Net Utale.
Don't miss out on your chance of becoming $240,000 richer with Super 6. But you have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
WASCO advises the public that repairs to a damaged raw water transmission line have been completed successfully. Service to customers supplied by the Northern Distribution Network from Millet to Cap Estate will be restored in phases. As the system recharges following these works, customers at higher elevations and at the ends of the network may experience delays.
This is Russ Burr inviting you to join Hot 7 TV on Thursday after the news, which was always very interesting, and there's a repeat on Sunday morning after the church service. Pereira and Company will be looking at the world of table tennis, the World Championships in track and field. St. Lucia did very encouraging development in table tennis as we're building a national team. And of course, Claudius Emmanuel will be looking back at the CPL 2025 and projecting what should be a very interesting and expanded 2026 CPL. Russ Pereira thanking our sponsors. We look forward to your comments. PereiraJ@hotmail.com, and we will love to hear from you. Thank you and very good.
Now you can take Hot FM, Kiss FM, and Hot 7 TV with you wherever you go. Whether you're in St. Lucia or exploring our four corners of the globe, our record-breaking app has already been downloaded over 500,000 times on Google Play and the Apple App Store. To bring you the best in HD sound, we've relaunched a brand new app. Get it for free in the App Store by simply searching Caribbean Hot FM HD. Listen to us in real time, anywhere, any place, anytime. We've added so many cool new features, like our live in-studio option, where you can see your favorite announcers and DJs at work. So download the app today. It's free. Spread the news. St. Lucia is now in HD around the world on the Hot FM app. Don't miss out. Join the fun and stay connected.
This is the Hot 7 Night News.
Merci Pukaweste Pinu. We continue tonight's broadcast with a strong response from the Royal St. Lucia Police Force following the island's placement on the U.S. Department of State's 2025 Trafficking in Persons Report Tier 2 watch list, a listing that signals serious concern about the country's progress in combating human trafficking. Jasmine Duncan reports on the force's efforts to address the findings and rebuild confidence both locally and abroad.
St. Lucia is once again in the international spotlight, but this time for falling short. The U.S. 2025 Trafficking in Persons Report has placed the country on the Tier 2 watch list, citing stagnation in anti-trafficking efforts. Now, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force is pushing back, not with denial, but with renewed commitment.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force recognizes that trafficking in persons is not just a violation of our laws, but a violation of humanity itself. It preys on the vulnerable, strips individuals of their freedom, and undermines the very fabric of our society.
The report acknowledged that while St. Lucia made some progress, including awareness campaigns, victim repatriation effort, and a national action plan, overall, there was no increase in government action compared to previous years. ACP Seeley admitted the country has not yet reached its goals, but highlighted focused reforms already underway.
While this ranking acknowledges that we are not yet where we aspire to be, it also confirms the significant progress we are making and our determination to meet international standards. Our actions have been deliberate and focused, and so we have been strengthening investigations by enhancing our investigative frameworks through specialized training for officers in victim identification, evidence gathering, and case building. Protecting victims by working with our partners to ensure the protection of victims is at the forefront, and one step taken to do so is that the government of St. Lucia has approved a budget to support victims of trafficking. Proactive detection. We have increased patrols, intelligence-driven operations, and interagency cooperation, which will allow us to intercept suspicious activity at our borders, ports, and within our communities.
Investigations into at least one active trafficking case are ongoing. Meanwhile, police say, with the support of regional and international partners, they continue to train officers to recognize the evolving methods of traffickers while building strong community awareness programs to educate the public. And so, the human trafficking course has been included into the initial recruits curriculum, and this year a joint training program was held with participants from Immigration, Customs, and other agencies who were taught by facilitators from Jamaica and St. Lucia. Still, they admit the work is far from done.
As proud as we are of the strides we've made, we acknowledge that more must be done. Tier 2 is not our final destination. Our vision is a St. Lucia that fully eliminates trafficking in persons, where every child, every woman, and every man is safe from exploitation.
With St. Lucia now under close international watch, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force says is stepping up its efforts. To achieve this, the force pledges to continue engaging communities as prevention begins with awareness, deepen cross-border intelligence sharing with regional partners, expand victim support services to ensure no survivor is left without shelter, counseling or assistance, and strengthen prosecutorial success rates by working hand in hand with the Director of Public Prosecutions.
This is a fight that tests our resolve, but it is one we must win because our people deserve nothing less. Trafficking in persons is a crime that flourishes in silence. Therefore, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force stands committed to breaking that silence, shining light into the shadows and holding perpetrators accountable. And we ask that you join us in this fight. With unity, vigilance, and compassion, we will protect our people and build a safer and freer St. Lucia.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
United Workers' Party candidate for Vieux-Fort North, Calix Kakal Xavier, says the government has failed to adequately support police officers, leaving them exposed and under-resourced. The former officer raised concerns at a recent public address. We get the details in this report.
Former police officer and UWP Vieux-Fort North candidate Calix Kakal Xavier has pointed to what he called apparent neglect that law enforcement officers are facing at the hands of the state. These, he says, are bulletproof vests, police insurance, and government accountability. He claimed that despite an agreement signed in May 2025, many officers still share unhygienic bulletproof vests. He also credited the Police Welfare Association, not the government, for pushing the vest initiative.
The bulletproof vest that the Prime Minister is all over the media talking about is not an initiative of his government, but it was actually a proposal of the PWA, the Police Welfare Association, to forego an increase in the risk allowance and mandate the government to use the monies towards the purchase of bulletproof vests for each police officer. So, had it not been for the Police Welfare Association and the police officers sacrificing an increase in the risk allowance, the police would not have reached an agreement with the government as it pertains to bulletproof vests. So bravo to our hard-working police officers.
On the matter of insurance, Xavier accused the government of falling 6 months behind in premium payments.
During the reign of the UWP, the Police Welfare Association successfully negotiated an insurance plan for the police with the government of St. Lucia. This plan covered accidental death and dismemberment. Can you believe, less than a week ago, information from the Police Welfare Association president that the government was in arrears of 6 months on the payment of this policy.
The candidate also dismissed government claims of providing all necessary resources to the police, accusing Labour of failing to take responsibility for rising crime.
I couldn't help but notice in the last press conference of the St. Lucia Labour Party, the Deputy Prime Minister, Ernest Hille, and the Crime Prevention Minister indicated that they had given the police all the resources to fight crime, and they are not responsible for what's happening now. But I must tell you, this is the MO, the modus operandi of this government. They never want to take accountability for their offices. Instead, they stand by the criminals and decide to play the follow the leader game.
Xavier says his focus remains on restoring dignity and security to St. Lucia's police officers, pledging that the UWP will prioritize their welfare if elected. For the Hot 7 TV News, I am Alvin Alexander.
In an exclusive sit-down on Chill Chat with Mondi Lewis, the Miku South SLP candidate, Dr. Chandali Harak Singh, opened up about her journey from medicine to politics and why she believes now is the time to step forward and serve on a broader scale.
In a sit-down interview on Chill Chat with Mondi Lewis, Dr. Chandali Harak Singh, the endorsed St. Lucia Labour Party candidate for Miku South, revealed the driving force behind her entry into politics. The medical doctor expressed that her decision is deeply rooted in her passion for service, stating that while she helps individuals daily in her practice, she believes she can impact even more lives as a constituency representative.
I've been in the community for over 5 years now, and I enjoyed helping people. And I went into the profession, into medicine, to help people. And sometimes when you've got someone sitting next to you and, they tell you all the social issues and it manifests as, physical issues, you want to do more for this person. And sometimes you have to be in a certain position to be able to enact even bigger changes in order to affect policies, etc. And this is the reason why I made the transition from medicine to the political arena, to be able to help a lot more people in every aspect of their lives.
Dr. Harak Singh highlighted both the enduring strengths and pressing challenges facing the Miku South community. With a firm commitment to progress, she outlined her vision for transformative change, pledging to be a driving force in uplifting the lives of residents and addressing long-standing issues with renewed energy and purpose.
I think the greatest strength is the unity of Miku South. They're very united. This neighbor will know what's going on with this other neighbor. They will help each other out, and everybody's looking out for each other. So I think the unity is our biggest strength. In terms of the issues, some of the issues that we face, there are a myriad of them. To name a few, we've got some infrastructural issues. A lot of people live in the interior of the community, and the feeder roads are a problem. I think we definitely need to do something about that. That is one of the issues. And I've got a number of plans that I've been speaking to, persons about, both on an individual basis and at my town halls.
Having walked the campaign trail alongside her mother during the 2011 SLP election season, she says she's no stranger to the political spotlight. The experience, she adds, has given her a clear understanding of what to expect as a candidate herself.
My mom ran in 2011 for the St. Lucia Labour Party. During that time, I was with her. I was privy to a lot of things. I saw things first, and I saw the challenges. I saw the good times, the ups, and downs, the lows, the highs. So I was aware of some of the things I would have to deal with.
Dr. Harak Singh said that she has big plans for her constituency, and with the Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre and the rest of his team, she will continue the pledge, moving forward with the people of St. Lucia. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Beeson reporting.
In a bold and historic step towards deeper Caribbean integration, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines have officially launched a new Freedom of Movement Agreement starting October 1st, 2025. Whilst St. Lucia was not part of this phased approach, regional heads remain optimistic that other islands will soon become party to this agreement.
In a national address, Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley confirmed that nationals from Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines can now live, work without a permit, and study in each other's territories on an indefinite basis.
Some of you say to me, Prime Minister, we already allow 6 months. Yes, we have. For many years, CARICOM nationals have been granted stay for up to 6 months on arrival, subject to established exceptions in our law. It has worked. But the promise we made to ourselves in the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas was always about more than a visit. It was about allowing our people to move freely, without hassle, across our family of nations,
The new system means that upon arrival, eligible nationals will present their passports and their entitlement to indefinite stay will be recorded electronically. They will be directed to register with local labor and tax authorities just like citizens. They will also have access to school placement, healthcare, and employment opportunities under the same conditions as locals.
This is not a one-way arrangement. This is a regional road, and it runs both ways.
But as this groundbreaking initiative rolls out, questions have been raised about why countries like St. Lucia are not part of this first phase. Addressing this directly, Prime Minister Motley explained that when CARICOM heads of government asked who was ready to begin, Barbados and the three partner nations accepted. Others, including St. Lucia, were not yet administratively or politically ready to move forward at this stage.
The heads of government asked who was ready to begin, and Barbados, yes, raised their hand. We call ourselves pioneers because we are putting in place a regime which I have every confidence that others in our Caribbean community will join in due course.
She reaffirmed that the doors remain open for other CARICOM nations like St. Lucia to join once ready. To ease concerns about safety and public order, Motley also emphasized that robust security protocols remain in place. Immigration and law enforcement agencies will continue screening arrivals in advance, working in partnership through regional bodies such as CARICOM Impacts and the Joint Regional Communication Center.
We will do this with order, with respect, and with the commitment to fairness that we expect for Barbadians in Dominica, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and in Belize. This is who we are, and this is who we have been for decades when we have allowed so many who moved here from St. Lucia and St. Vincent in the 1970s to help with the sugar industry. When we saw Guyanese move here, we have always been able to integrate them into our society.
Barbados takes its place as one of the 4 pioneer nations in a new chapter for Caribbean people, one rooted in unity, shared opportunity, and mutual respect. And while countries like St. Lucia may not be part of the launch, the message is clear. This is only the beginning. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Nous n'y plus nouvelles pour venir West Pino.
Your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
Join us every Thursday from September 4th on Hot 7 from 9:30am to 10:30am. Don't miss this great opportunity to make life-benefiting changes to preparing meals.
Looking for the best way to advertise? Stop searching. Hot 7 TV gives you more reach, more impact, and more value. Get your business in front of the right audience and watch your sales soar. Don't miss out. Call 452-6040 today and take advantage of our exclusive advertising packages. Hot 7 TV, smart advertising for smart businesses.
The third segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Bienvenue encore. Today marks World No Alcohol Day, a global observance encouraging people to reflect on the role alcohol plays in their lives and what life could look like without it. With this year's theme, Enjoy Life More, health advocates are calling on the public to trade in the temporary buzz for long-lasting, meaningful moments built on clarity, connection, and well-being. Campaign messages across social media and health networks painted a hopeful picture of celebrating milestones with clear memories, building stronger relationships, and waking up refreshed and ready to make new ones. Organizers stress that the goal is not just abstinence, but awareness, prompting individuals to rethink social norms around drinking and to embrace healthier, more fulfilling lifestyles. From local health agencies to international organizations, the message is unified. Say no to alcohol and yes to a life full of joy, energy, and unforgettable memories. Massey Stores is powering the fight against two of the region's most menacing diseases, taking on new urgency with the launch of a campaign calling on every St. Lucian to get involved. Jasmine Duncan tells us more.
Join the Friends in the Fight campaign. That's the call from advocates raising awareness around cancer and diabetes. The initiative, backed by Massey Stores, was launched on October 1st with a mission to increase awareness, mobilize volunteers, and raise funds to support those affected by cancer. President of the St. Lucia Cancer Society, Dr. Tamara Remy, emphasized the significance of the next 4 weeks, October 1st to the 31st, as a crucial period to intensify efforts in the fight against cancer.
I would love to encourage from our youngest to our oldest to be part of this campaign. So we invite you to join the campaign, to support the campaign, to support Massey Stores every time that you come. They do have the largest franchise on island, and so any donation, whether it is monetary, whether you sign up and become a member, advocate, and just wear the pink. This year we're encouraging nails, we're encouraging hair, we're encouraging accessories, anything that is pink, but we want you to understand what that pink means. And I see the decor, and coincidentally, the blue, which is really for diabetes, is actually the blue that we use for male breast cancer. So in one launch, you've captured so much more.
Divisional Head of Marketing and Communications at Massey Stores, Kelly Mitchell, said the company is using its scale and position to drive transformational change and community upliftment through initiatives like the Friends in the Fight campaign.
Our campaign will include several key initiatives. Customer donations. Shoppers can contribute between $1 and $200 at our cash registers. Pink Massey bag sales. Every pink Massey bag sold, $1 will be contributed to the cause. Supplier support. We would have reached out to some of our key suppliers who have gladly decided to support us on this initiative as well. And fourthly, our staff engagement initiative. So every year we would encourage our staff to participate in a fitness exercise, and we raise additional funds towards the cancer awareness campaign. So once again, we extend heartfelt thanks and congratulations to the St. Lucia Cancer Society, and we trust that the funds raised through this campaign will be translated into real, impactful action in the ongoing fight against breast cancer and cancer in general.
As October closes with global attention on cancer awareness, November turns the spotlight on diabetes support. This year, the Diabetes Association of St. Lucia is emphasizing workplace wellness under the theme Diabetes and Wellness in the Workplace. President of the association, Dr. Ked Mado, explained that the focus is on everyday lifestyle practices that can make a meaningful difference in preventing and managing the disease.
We look at what in our lifestyle, what in our workplace is actually encouraging this whole increase in our numbers. Is it a case where I think I need to work so much that I don't have time to exercise, I don't have time to buy the right foods from the shelf, because Massey Stores has a wide variety of different foods. So we really need to understand and make an effort to improve our situation, and we look forward to the support and the continued support from Massey Stores as we bring about new campaigns and initiatives to help reduce and improve our situation in St. Lucia with diabetes.
Advocates are urging the public to join the movement by staying informed, supporting those affected, and making healthier lifestyle choices to turn awareness into real change. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Bank of St. Lucia has once again teamed up with the Caribbean Credit Card Corporation and Discover Global Network to host its second annual Merchant Services Seminar. The training sessions were held in both the north and the south of the island, preparing merchants for new technology and best practices ahead of the busy Christmas season.
Vendors and clients of Bank of St. Lucia converged at the Harbour Club in Rodney Bay and at Fay Gastronomy in Veyfort for the bank's second annual Merchant Services Seminar. The initiative, co-sponsored by 4CS and Discover Global Network, introduced merchants to upgraded services, including self-checkout and tap-to-phone technology.
That was for us a good means of ensuring that our merchants are ready ahead of this Christmas season, when you know they will be accepting a lot more transactions. The cruise ship season is going to reopen and we'll see a lot more happening for them. We want to ensure that we prepare them to go out there and have good sales, because we understand the meaning of a good sale for especially the smaller business persons. We saw as well our bigger partners come and they send their team members in large numbers to participate, and that for us is an encouragement that we are doing what we need to in getting them to the point that they need to be in having the best technology possible.
Participants included both small and large businesses. DHL's operation manager, Tennyson Glasgow, described the training and what it meant for his team.
Many times persons not fully aware of what entails in terms of bank transactions, but having a wider scope of the card services and many services that the bank offers, I think persons now are better placed to understand and know how to approach their business by using their cards. They just mentioned the tap to phone. There's so much that they mentioned which persons want so much okuwan with.
St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, Lucelec, also sent a full team with Assistant Customer Service Manager Charlene Davidson, stressing the importance of customer security at the point of sale.
I think it's important for us to be here so we can, ensure that our customers, when they transact with us, are using a very secure terminal, and by partnering with Bank of St. Lucia and even them being supported by the Forces Caribbean Credit Card Corporation and also Discover, I think it's important that, we share with our customers what these best practices are, and when they transact with us, they know that their transaction at the end of the day is a very secure transaction.
The Bank of St. Lucia has thanked its partners and reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening merchant services, ensuring smoother, safer, and more convenient business transactions as the holiday season approaches. For the Hot 7 TV News, I am Alvin Alexander.
The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with EU-CAN and the Pan American Health Organization PAHO, hosted a two-day nutrition workshop with a focus on discussing and developing solutions for implementing policies to create sustainable, healthy school food environments. We get more details in this report.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, in collaboration with EU-CAN and the Pan American Health Organization PAHO, recently hosted a two-day nutrition workshop at the Harbour Club Hotel in Rodney Bay. This workshop was held under the theme, Creating Sustainable, Healthy School Food Environments. The workshop brought together local, regional, and international multi-sectoral stakeholders to discuss and develop solutions for implementing a healthier school environment in St. Lucia. In addition, stakeholders got an opportunity to identify some of the challenges affecting the implementation of healthy school food policies. Some of the initiatives which have not reached full implementation and require collaboration and discussion includes the development of national guidelines for school meals, bans on sugar-sweetened beverages, and the drafting of key policies related to school nutrition and feeding. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Jenny Daniel, encouraged stakeholders to participate fully and to put the knowledge into action to advance policies that will transform schools into a healthier environment.
By fostering a nutritious school environment, we are not only preventing the onset of non-communicable diseases, but also laying the foundation for a healthier, more resilient, and more productive society. The Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Elderly Affairs is firmly committed to ensuring that the meals served within our schools support both the immediate and long-term well-being of our children. Proper nutrition is not a luxury. It is a fundamental pillar of health. Children who are well nourished with balanced, wholesome meals grow stronger, think more clearly, perform better academically, and are more likely to realize their full potential as adults.
Team leader for Economic Resilience and Trade Partnership EU delegation to Barbados, Chiara Tardivo, says it is her hope that stakeholders can work together and come up with concrete solutions which can turn challenges into success stories.
Today I'm pleased to reaffirm the European Union commitment to bolstering food security in the Caribbean. This initiative, You Can Nourish Our Future, is a testament to our shared values and understanding that food security and nutrition are fundamental to sustainable development and the well-being of future generations. So I'm happy that in collaboration with you, our local and regional partners, our joint efforts are indeed building on existing ongoing initiatives such as the national guidelines and regulations on sugar-sweetened beverages.
Curriculum specialist for health and family life education in the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocational Training, Valerie Fletcher, applauded this platform and also reiterated the Ministry of Education's commitment to ensure children have equitable access to safe, nutritious, and locally produced meals.
The Ministry of Education embraced the concept that healthy bodies nurture bright minds. This is why our collaboration with the Ministry of Health and other stakeholders in improving school meals, promoting healthier choices, and discouraging the consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages is so vital. We recognize the urgency of addressing childhood obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and other non-communicable diseases that are increasingly prevalent in our region. Schools must become not just centers for academic instruction, but also environments that model and reinforce healthy lifestyles.
PAHO Country Program Specialist Fiona Anthony pledged the commitment of her organization to continue providing support which will further advance healthy school food policies to protect the health and well-being of children in St. Lucia.
The Pan American Health Organization proposes a holistic vision of school food and nutrition based on food security, nutrition, and health. The goal is to build capacities and improve countries' ability to adopt public health policies that guarantee healthy environments, meaning environments that enable healthy habits and promote physical activity in schools in the region of the Americas. The approach focuses on creating conditions where the healthiest choices are the easiest choices for everyone.
The two-day workshop engaged key stakeholders and implementers such as the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, UNICEF, school principals, public health professionals, and nutrition officers, to name a few. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, I am Fernal Neptune.
Don't miss the 8th edition of the second season of Barrera and Company airing tonight at 8 p.m. on Hot 7 TV. Tonight's episode will feature Terry Finisterre discussing highlights from the World Athletic Championships in Tokyo. Additionally, national coach Chris Wells will update viewers on the progress of the young national squad of the St. Lucia Table Tennis Association, fresh from the Pan Am Games. The program will also reflect on the successful Caribbean Club Festival held 2 months prior, with insights from Wayne Panther, Technical Director of the St. Lucia Rugby Association. Regional cricket commentator Claudius Emmanuel will conclude the episode by recounting the CPL 2025 finale, where the Trinbago Knight Riders secured their 5th title. Viewers can engage with the program via various platforms, and feedback can be directed to presenter and producer Reds Pereira at pereraj@hotmail.com. Episan de vive au bout nouvelle de 8 station Hot 7 pour aujourd'hui à jeudi 10 octobre 2025. Pas oublier pour joindre Pinou demain à midi pour l'autre point nous. Pour nous tout ici qui travaille à département nouvelle, dont moi c'est Daniela Edwin. J'espère rejoindre encore. Bien bonsoir.
The third segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
At Caribbean Awning, we can protect your livelihood and assets against storms, hurricanes, and intruders with our shutters and roll-up steel doors. We firmly believe that everyone should have access to smarter, higher quality, and affordable security solutions. Caribbean Awning hurricane screens and shutters are Miami-Dade County approved to withstand storms, hurricane pressure, and winds. Our customizable estate gates, fencing, and burglar bars are an attractive and affordable security solution to safeguarding your loved ones and property. Living near sea blast, Caribbean